What makes a house a home? Home is where we feel the most connected, both spatially and emotionally. Home is where we feel secure and in control. Our bodies are our first homes. They are the first vessel of our souls. We gain connectedness and control by understanding how our bodies work, how oxygen enters our body when we inhale, how our blood and blood vessels transport this oxygen and nutrients to the different parts of our body that need it, how our waste is excreted, how we are able to stand without falling, how our temperature is regulated. The list goes on. These are the systems that keep us alive. If our bodies are our first homes, then our houses, or where we live, could be our second homes. Much like the body, the functional house is an active organism with systems and organs. It has a water supply system, a sewage system, a heating, ventilation, and cooling system, a structural system, a rainwater management system, and many more systems, as exemplified in this illustration by Francois Delegret for Rainer Banham's piece, A Home is Not a House. Banham writes, when your house contains such a complex of piping, flues, ducts, wires, lights, inlets, ovens, sinks, refuse disposers, hi-fi reverberators, antennae, conduits, freezers, heaters. When it contains so many services that the hardware could stand up by itself without any assistance from the house, why have a house to hold it up? When the cost of all this tackle is half of the total outlay, or more, as it often is, what is the house doing except concealing your mechanical pudenda from the stares of folks on the sidewalk? This act of concealing the systems of our houses behind the neatly plastered wall panels and false ceiling boards not only removes them from our view as we go about our daily lives, it also prevents us from being curious about how our house works, how it functions to enable us to live in comfort. Where is our hot water coming from? How is the air around us being cooled? Where does my waste travel? What makes that low ambient hum that comforts me? Only when something goes wrong, say a pipe leakage, a molding problem, or a pest infestation, are these barriers brutally hacked open to access these concealed organs, only to be hidden again once fixed. Our estrangement from these vessels and organs of our house prevent us from developing a relationship with it. We become reliant on others to diagnose, repair, and simply be concerned about the health of this very important space where we live, rest, recover, reflect, bond, aspire, and self-actualize. Your house becomes a home when you understand how it works, when you realize that it is as delicate and fragile an organism as your body is. Your house becomes a home when you begin to see that if your body is the first vessel of your soul, then your house is the second. The site chosen for my home is one that has a clear attitude towards the systems of a house. Along North Canal Road in Singapore, there are rows of shop houses whose systems have all been cast away to the back of the buildings, away from the main street view. Here, in the back alleys, we find fan coil units spinning tirelessly to cool their inhabitants on the inside. We see conduits pumping hard to deliver fresh water 4 stories up. We hear the gurgle in the sewage pipes as they carry away human waste. Nobody usually walks in here, unless they came to fix something or to have a smoke. The systems seem to hum together in solidarity. My home and its systems would join this existing community on this particular flat rooftop, tapping onto the existing lines. And so the design process begins. Matter to data is the approach adopted by this studio. I began with physically modeling at the 1:25 scale. Since my home would be an add-on to the existing building, a lightweight and dry construction approach would be used. Skewer sticks were used to represent the standard scaffolding tubes used in construction. A central spine zigzags its way down the length of the rooftop plot to later receive the fixtures, furniture, pipes, and ductwork. The existing spiral stairwell is extended to create a northern entrance, leading up from the back alley. The anatomy of our home begins with the vessels. At the back nook of the building are the existing supply and discharge lines that we will tap onto. We then have our organs, or fixtures. Our water heater, our stove, hood, sink, refrigerator that make up our kitchen area. We have a vertical air handling unit paired with an external fan coil condenser to cool the air in the hot and humid Singapore. We have our laundry machine, bathroom sink, water closet, shower cabinet, and these make up our general washing area. Independent furniture like tables, a bed, and seating are added. It is now time to extend the lines into our homes. We have the sewer ductwork in green, coupled with a waste removal pump to help our feces get through those kinks. We have the cold and hot water supply ductwork, our electrical wiring, a robust HVAC distribution ductwork. A siphonic rainwater drainage system is implemented to suck water away from what would be a relatively flat roof. Now to insert the previously designed skeletal system of bones and ligaments. 150 by 150 mm base jacks are screwed into position onto the ground, onto which vertical scaffolding tubes are slotted onto and secured. Thinner horizontal members are then welded on, followed by diagonal ones for bracing. The same is repeated for the periphery of the plot. Stainless steel swivel clamps are used as connectors. Last but not least, the skin. The periphery would be walled up with 3 mm thick corrugated translucent polycarbonate sheets and a thicker 30 mm cellular polycarbonate paneling for the roof. And with that, we have our home.